Tamil Nadu woke up to tragic news this morning of Captain Vijayakanth's passing. The DMDK chief and superstar passed away this morning after battling COVID, pneumonia and several other health conditions. Supporters, in fact, gathered from early this morning outside Vijayakanth's residence to mourn his passing. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin too arrived at his residence to express his condolences to Captain's family. The state government has announced that Vijayakanth will be laid to rest with full state honours. His mortal remains have now been taken to the DMDK office in Coimbatore, Chennai. Prime Minister Modi, Rahul Gandhi and several other politicians also paid their tributes to Captain, highlighting his contributions to Tamil cinema and politics. Captain Vijayakanth was ailing for quite some time now, for many years in fact, but he had a remarkable presence both on and off air. Known as Captain because of his roles in films as a good cop and army hero, he had a successful stint in politics as well before being dragged down by his poor health and a slew of defections from the DMDK. My colleagues Akshita Nandgopal and Shilpa Nair are now joining me live. Shilpa is at the DMDK office right now. Shilpa, has in fact the mortal remains of the DMDK chief reached the party office? Who all are expected to reach the party office to pay their last respects?
Well, yes, Paulami. In fact, we are reporting from the DMDK party office in Coimbatore, Chennai, and you can see the kind of visuals here. Fans and party workers gathering in large numbers, of course, to pay tributes to Captain Vijayakanth, their beloved leader. And just a short while back, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin paid his tributes at Captain Vijayakanth's residence. He recalled the kind of contributions that Vijayakanth has made as far as Tamil cinema is concerned and even Tamil politics. And he, of course, said that he will be laid to rest with full state honours. That is something that the Chief Minister, of course, has now stated. And these are the visuals from outside the DMDK office. At this point in time, the police officials are trying to make arrangements to sort of control the crowd, because Vijayakanth was a deeply loved leader in Tamil Nadu, because he's someone who, he's a philanthropist, he's an actor, he founded the DMDK, and he's someone who also tried to alter Tamil Nadu's bipolar political landscape. He, of course, was admitted to hospital on December 26th. He's been keeping unwell for quite some time now. Over the years, he's been in and out of hospitals, and, he's been keeping unwell, but on 26th he was admitted, though the party officials, the party leader said that he was admitted for regular health checkup. His condition deteriorated. This morning the party put out an update that he had tested positive for COVID and he's under ventilator support. And later, of course, after some time, the hospital put out a statement that despite their best efforts, that Captain Vijayakanth did not respond properly to the treatment, and he passed away this morning. Now, if you speak about Vijayakanth, after MGR, probably he's the only film actor who could achieve a measure of success in politics. Even though Karunanidhi and Jayalalitha had they also came from a film background. They had inherited a party that was left behind by their mentors. But unlike his contemporaries, Kamal Haasan and Rajinikanth, Vijayakanth is as popular as Rajinikanth and Kamal Haasan. His popularity, it cut beyond rural-urban divide. He was seen as a mass hero, someone who was seen as a hero of the middle class. In fact, he was called as Karup MGR or Black MGR because the kind of films that he donned, the kind of characters that he donned, he played the role of a quintessential hero, a good character always, trying to send across good messages. His name, of course, Captain Vijayakanth, he got that after his film Captain Prabhakaran became a huge hit. That was his 100th film, and from then on he his fans started calling him as Captain Vijayakanth. Now, when we speak about his political journey, he burst into the political scene in 2006, when he contested elections. The DMDK was founded in 2005, and in 2006 the party contested its first elections, and they got a impressive 8.38% vote share. And this, of course, is an independent player at a time when the DMK and the AIDMK was dominating the political arena. Vijayakanth's party emerged as that alternative, taking on the alliances led by the DMK and the AIDMK. And in 2009 parliamentary elections, the vote share of the DMDK, of course, increased to 10%. So he, of course, emerged as that alternative icon. The women, the youth, everyone who were looking for a change, they saw that alternative political force in Vijayakanth, and that rattled the DMK and AIDMK quite a bit, to the extent that when Vijayakanth became the opposition leader, that was quite a remarkable achievement for a party that was founded just years ago, to emerge as an opposition party, to emerge as an alternative political force. And one thought that it will only mark the rise of Vijayakanth from there, but very unfortunately, because of his ailing health, because of multiple issues within the party, the internal party tussle, their political fortunes, of course, dwindled. And he was, of course, the face in 2016. There was a third front that was formed as well, but that did not succeed. This goes on to show the popularity. Even now, when we travel to the rural parts of Tamil Nadu, many people speak so fondly about Vijayakanth. Apart from him being a hero, apart from him being a politician, many people remember his kind heart, because people who come hungry to this party office here at Coimbatore, Vijayakanth ensured that they never went back with empty stomachs. So on a daily basis, food was distributed here for the needy. So he's known as a philanthropist who's contributed extensively, especially during times of tragedies, especially during times of crisis. Even when COVID-19 spread across the country, Vijayakanth was one of the first political leaders in Tamil Nadu who offered his party office and the other educational institutions that he owned to be converted into a hospital, a makeshift arrangement where COVID patients can be, accommodated. So that goes on to show the kind of generous heart that he had as a leader, and that is something that everyone is remembering in this time. Tributes are pouring in from across the country, right from Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, several other leaders in Tamil Nadu, many of them fondly remembering Vijayakanth and his contributions to Indian cinema, to Tamil Nadu politics as well. Now, even when we talk about his stint as Nadigar Sangam president, the president of the Film Association, Film Actors Association here, everyone recalls how he sort of there was so much changes that he brought about, that he's, everyone credits him for laying a strong foundation when he was the Nadigar Sangam president. So in every scenario, he was, fondly remembered. His contributions have been immense. So that is the reason why we're seeing this outpouring of grief and tribute and condolences from across the country today.
Right. Shilpa, stay on with us. My colleague Akshita is also joining us at the moment. Akshita, we're seeing those images quite unthinkable, when it comes to film actors. There are people crying, wailing over there. It's almost like they've lost a family member. That's how many lives he may have touched. And also because of the kind-hearted soul that he was, that everyone seems to be talking about.
Very true, Paulami. And I think the tragedy of what Shilpa was just telling us, of his many contributions, of all that he's done as a film actor, as a superstar, no less, and as a politician, is that nobody really knew of Vijayakanth outside of Tamil Nadu. You've heard of a Rajinikanth, you've heard of a Kamal Hassan, you've heard of a Dr. MGR, Jayalalitha, Kalainar. You've never heard of Captain Vijayakanth. And that perhaps is the biggest tragedy of it all, because the kind of work that he did as a film star, I'll say it again, no lesser than the likes of Rajni and Kamal. He was a massive superstar, has huge support, and that you see also in the live images that Shilpa is showing us of people breaking down and crying at his passing. And as a politician, was someone who focused on welfare, was someone who said that, look, I'm going to carry forward the legacy of Dr. MGR. It was known that Vijayakanth believed that Jayalalitha no longer carried forward the legacy of Dr. MGR, and that's why he said that the DMDK will do that. So, for someone who transitioned from film into politics, and you see that very often in Tamil Nadu, but to leave this kind of an indelible mark in Tamil Nadu politics really speaks volumes of what he managed to achieve. And, if it wasn't for his ailing health, you'd see a very different political picture in Tamil Nadu. You'd see a Captain Vijayakanth perhaps playing a much more prominent role, the DMDK playing a much more prominent role. And that was evident also in what happened in 2011. The fact that, they beat the DMK. Two Dravidian political parties, the AIADMK and the DMK, have always, of course, ruled the roost in Tamil Nadu. Many argue that they still continue to do so. And in 2011, you had Vijayakanth actually defeating the DMK and becoming the principal opposition party. And that really shows you that he was someone who wasn't just, that mass superstar. He was someone who also reached out to the people in need, did that groundwork. And that's what really made him so immensely popular. It, of course, helped that he had this image from his films of captain, as he's called, of being this army hero. Don't mistake me. Yes, he had his fair share of controversies, including one I remember where he'd slapped one of his supporters. And then, of course, he said that, because I slapped him, he'll turn into a Maharaja. All of those controversies were there, yes. But largely anyone, and you take to social media today, you see the kind of tributes that are pouring in for Vijayakanth. Everyone speaks of the kindness, of the warmth with which he'd greet them the very first time they met. And nobody ever felt that, here's a big superstar, here's a captain that I'm speaking to, as the stature that he received. So, in Tamil Nadu, where several film stars have attempted to enter into politics, Vijayakanth was one of the few who proved to be extremely successful in doing that. You look at 2023 now, you see the political landscape in Tamil Nadu, you may not think so. You may not think that the DMDK had any say whatsoever, and there was a reason for that, number of factors, including, unfortunately, his ailing health. But since 2006, essentially, in 2009, 2011, you did see that big Vijayakanth factor playing a role in Tamil Nadu politics. And back then, if anyone spoke of the DMDK, they said that this is the next big thing, that Vijayakanth could even become the chief minister of Tamil Nadu very soon. So that's the kind of influence that he really had as a politician. As an actor, he's acted in over 150 films, Polemy. Several of his films also won national awards. He's been recognized several times in Tamil Nadu for his contribution to films. Yes, he used to play a massy hero, but that never really translated to politics. And the reason I say that is because Vijayakanth was also not known for, his packing a power punch kind of political speeches, which you saw a lot from all the other star-turned politicians in Tamil Nadu. He was not someone who was very good with words, very good with language, but the mere sight of him, he'd turn up at a rally and people would be up on their feet cheering. And that perhaps speaks volumes of what kind of a superstar he was, which transitioned also into a political superstar. And that's why I say that even today, while the DMDK may not really have much of a ground in Tamil Nadu politics per se, when you talk of captain, when you talk of Vijayakanth, there is no doubt that he had a huge role and also wielded huge influence in Tamil films and in Tamil Nadu politics.